With Cedar Point's opening day less than a couple months away, we're going to start getting all sorts of news and updates in rapid succession coming out over the next couple weeks. The first shoe to drop was all the information about the total eclipse of the point. In case you don't know what that is, that's an event Cedar Point is having on April 8th, 2024 to celebrate the eclipse that will be in full totality going right over Cedar Point. Now, the big thing is that Cedar Point normally doesn't open for a month later after that, but they are opening up the park, and they said that they're going to have certain rides open and they're going to have food options and all sorts of like games and stuff like that. But not all the information was released before today. But we did in fact get the total information for that, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But first, I'd like to take a second to say thank you for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. It helps us a ton. We do all sorts of roller coaster and amusement park content, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you definitely want to subscribe. And if you feel like subscribing isn't enough, then we do have one step above that. It's called a channel membership. You can go down in the description. There's a link to the channel membership page. You can choose 1 or 2 tiers, and you get things like exclusive shout outs, exclusive videos, pictures, stuff like that. And it helps us out a ton. It helps us keep doing all this content for you guys. So definitely check that out. Now, really quickly, before I get into all the information about the total eclipse of the point, I just wanted to point out that there is a lot of information and news that's still going to be coming out after this. Top Thrill 2 has a pass holder preview day over 3 days at the end of April into May, and they haven't announced any information about like how to register or anything like that. So you definitely want to check out this channel, because we'll definitely be the first to update anything that comes out about that. They haven't announced anything about the keychains that people received at Coaster Mania. Speaking of Coaster Mania, they haven't announced when the tickets will go on sale for the 2024 Coaster Mania event. So plenty of things to keep up to date about. But now, right into this, what this whole video is about, I have to say that I am pleasantly surprised with this list of rides that is going to be open. I was kind of hoping for something like this, but I would have settled for like a little bit less, but I will get into that here in a moment. A couple things that they do point out. They say this is a ticketed event, so that means that no pass. If you have a gold pass, the gold pass with all park passport, prestige pass, it doesn't matter. None of that will get you into this event. You have to buy a separate ticket, and the event goes from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., and they will provide glasses, and there is an option, a different tier of your ticket that you could buy. You could buy 2 different tiers right now. One is just the basic one, and then the other one gets you food, a meal during the event. And then there was a VIP option, but that is sold out, and that gets you the availability to climb on top of Valraven during the eclipse, so you could view it on top of Valraven. So, but like I said, that is sold out. So if you do not have a ticket to that, then you cannot at this moment buy a ticket for that. Everything that they're saying here just sounds like it's going to be a fun day. They're going to have the Grand Pavilion, restaurant and bar open. They're going to have live DJs, kids activities, games, and more. And some of the more is the ride lineup. Now, this is an impressive ride lineup. Now, they said that there was going to be select rides along the boardwalk along with some kiddie rides. So it looks like some of the kids rides will be Roto Whip, Dune Buggies, Sky Fighters, and Kitty Kingdom Carousel. So those will be in Kitty Kingdom and available for all the little ones to ride. And then on top of that, they are going to have the giant wheel open, so you could get all sorts of great views of the park. What we like to call T3, Troika, Scrambler. We're big Scrambler fans, or actually it's called Atomic Scrambler, but on this list it just says Scrambler, so that's an issue. Cedar Point needs to work on that. It's no longer Scrambler. It's Atomic Scrambler. Come on, get with the program here, Cedar Point. Matterhorn is going to be open. And then also Wild Mouse. We figured Wild Mouse would be open because they started testing quite a while ago. So Wild Mouse will be one coaster that's open. If you notice, I listed a bunch of rides and a bunch of fun rides, but none are really thrill rides. I was really hoping that they would add something more thrilling to this event. I wasn't sure if they're going to do it, but I was sure crossing my fingers. But indeed, my fingers crossed worked. So you guys can all thank me for this, because it is now official that Max Air and Gatekeeper will both be open for this event. So that is huge. We're going to have 2 different roller coasters open. We're going to have a huge thrilling flat ride Max Air. We're going to have Scrambler. We're going to have all sorts of stuff. There's going to be games, like they said. This is going to be a fun event All 6 hours sounds like it's going to be a blast. I'm really glad that we bought tickets to this. I am really looking forward to this event. Now, they do say at the bottom, they have a little asterisk, and of course they have to put something like this. They say attractions list subject to change. Weather or maintenance conditions may result in delays, closures, or substitutions without notice. Now, if you're brand new to amusement parks, then that might shock you. But if you've been to an amusement park before, then that will not surprise you at all, because if you've ever been to a park, you'll know that maintenance closes down rides at times. And then weather conditions like extreme winds. I mean, it has to be some pretty extreme winds to close down rides, though. And something like thunder, lightning, those things will close down rides. So we're hoping that it's a nice clear day and everything gets to run. But that is it for this video. We're really excited. Drop a comment down below. Are you going to this event? Do you wish you were going to this event? Anything. Give your opinions about the ride lineup. Do you think it's sufficient? Do you think they needed to add a little bit more to it? Let us know down in the comment section. We appreciate you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time right here on Beach Cliff Studios.